Hey, this is King Firehawk from 1640 PWPR. Coming up, the Blind Tag Podcast, which is exclusive here to 1640 PWPR, the home of pro wrestling podcast radio and more.
Hello out there in the podcast world. Once again, you've reached the Blind Tag.
That's us.
That's us.
Yep.
I am Big Dick Giddeon. Alongside, as always, I have Kryim.
Yo.
And I have...
Dante, I guess,
Dante?
for now. We still haven't come up with another name for me yet.
That's true. We will.
Big Dick, Little Sis?
Big Dick and Little Sis.
The way you said that did not sound... I didn't hear the "and" in there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Big Dick, Little Sis. That's, just saying names, not verbing it.
All right.
Because weird, right?
Well,
This
I'll
is
tell you
how
what...
we're going to start off the show. Huh?
It's a...
I didn't start weird.
It's been a weird week. The TLC pay-per-view was good as far as pay-per-views go. But Raw was probably the more interesting show. Mm-hmm. We'll get to that in a minute. The TLC, what we got? We had Sasha Banks.
Yeah, okay, the dark match, you had Sasha Banks defeating Becky Lynch with the bank statement. I'm pretty sure that fans would much rather have wanted to see that match, let's say again, than rather Rusev and Ryback.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Jesus,
they were put on
snooze fest that was.
But they were put in a dark match once again. I think they're cultivating Sasha Banks as a quiet face. They're just trying to get more of the "we want Sasha" chance.
Yeah.
They're trying to get her really big before they unleash her on the title scene. Yeah. The opening match, I believe
was the tag team.
That was the tag team match, which was the New Day versus the Usos versus the Lucha Dragons, which was, in my opinion, the match of the night.
Yeah.
How do you follow something like that? It's a triple tag team title ladder match
with some of the best high flyers in the business.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. The spots were just ridiculous.
Like, if I come on after that, good thing they put Rusev and fucking Ryback back there, because let's send that out, because whatever followed that match was just going to tank.
I will say this. There was a couple things of psychology that I did not agree with. Like, there was a spot that everybody was going to be doing a suicide dive, right? Mm-hmm. So you had New Day on the outside, Lucha Dragons do a suicide dive over the top rope. Meanwhile, the ladder's still standing there, and the Usos are in the ring. Why did they just climb up the fucking ladder and grab the belt? I mean, like, just that, to me, that just makes sense. It's like, everybody's down, fuck it, we win.
So I win, I'm going to go home now.
Yeah. But no, they kept going. Plus, there was this one awesome spot where Kalisto does his finisher, I guess it's something Del Sol.
Yeah, yeah.
And he does it over the top of a ladder and lands on a ladder. It looks like he fucking busts his ass.
Yeah, that looked great.
Yeah, that one.
That looked great. I did see that on the replay.
Those
are the ones where you do that.
You're like, there's no way to sell that. This just hurts.
It's just pain.
Yeah, you're not selling it. You're in pain. You're just going to sit there for a bit.
Then we had Rusev defeated Ryback by technical submission. Jesus Christ.
You mean the match that we've seen how many times?
Oh, my God.
Can't wait. Alberto Del Rio defeated Jack Swagger.
Another one. How many times have we seen that match?
Yeah.
I disagree. Alberto needs to be kind of scolded in the back because at one point Swagger had him in his ankle lock submission finisher, and
he didn't sell the leg at all.
He didn't sell the leg at all. He got out of the fucking ring after fucking being held in there for a good 45 seconds with it on a chair, so it's supposed to be, like, even more devastating, right? It's supposed to, like, almost snap your ankle, and then within 20 more seconds after him being outside, he climbs to the top rope. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Sell the fucking ankle, dude.
It's not even that, and the way he's just... unneededly stiff.
Yes, he's a fucking... Yeah, because I watched him fucking give...
You stiff prick.
Give Swagger a couple chair shots to the back. One almost hit him in the back of the fucking neck.
Yeah.
He's unnecessarily stiff.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it.
Yeah.
Wyatt family went over on the ECW guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? That was expected and predicted.
They needed one.
They needed that.
The Wyatt family needed it. Ambrose goes over on Owens for the IC title, which was a great match. I'm glad they put a strap on Ambrose. Yep. He's earned it. Yeah. He's earned it. He's put the work in. And I think he could do well. As far as Kevin Owens, I don't know what's next for him.
Continue to feud with for the IC strap.
Yeah, but that's only going to last for what, 2 more?
No,
it's not going to stretch to Mania.
Well, sure. They added, going into a little bit, just dabbing into it. Yeah, they added Ziggler into it on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
So you can be able to bounce back and forth the title between all 3 guys.
Yeah.
So you'll have something going to at least till Mania.
So that was good. And then Charlotte went over on Paige with the help of Flair. So they're really pushing Charlotte heel.
That was predicted as well.
Yeah. That was easily predicted.
They're pushing Charlotte heel, which is fine. And then Sheamus went over on Roman Reigns, which was actually a really good TLC match. It was all right. Mm-hmm. I was entertained. Sheamus went over because of the League of Nations, and they came out. And then at the end of the pay-per-view, after the match, Roman Reigns quote-unquote snaps and goes berserk and starts beating everybody with a fucking chair.
Yeah.
And then the Authority comes out, and then he beats up Triple H with a chair, and he gets over.
Yeah, he does.
And Roman is finally over. So that was TLC. But what was more interesting was the Raw. Okay? Because Raw comes around, and then we started off with Roman Reigns and Stephanie McMahon. Obviously, Triple H isn't there because he's selling the injuries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Stephanie, slaps Roman Reigns like 8 times in the face in a fucking row.
Yeah, he just goes to
and
town.
she went to town. Those weren't child slaps. She was slapping him like a grown woman. Okay,
like she assaulted the mother or something.
Yeah, fucking. She went to town, and then she says, "Oh, well, I'm not going to fire you," and but somebody's on his way here that might, and that's Vince McMahon. So we had a Vince McMahon sighting Monday night, which was great.
The crowd went apeshit as soon as they knew who was coming.
Yeah, as soon as they knew who was coming, they loved it. Fast forward about 2 matches, and here we have fucking we have R-Truth versus Bo Dallas.
Oh yeah,
which is basically a throwaway match.
Bo Dallas gives me hope that I can eventually make it to the WWE without having the physique for it.
Bo Dallas looking, he's looking roundish.
He's got them bow rounds.
Yeah, but look at his brother.
Yeah, but
his brother doesn't wrestle without a shirt on.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, like,
okay, I see your
he's
point.
got the Under Armour. Okay,
Yeah,
I see your point.
Like none of the heavier guys ever fucking wrestle bare chested.
No, that doesn't happen. But so right in the middle of that match, literally right in the middle of it, Vince McMahon comes out to his music, walks in the ring. He said, "Stop the match! Get the hell out of my ring!" And everybody cheered, which made me feel bad for R-Truth. But so he's
just going, "Hey, I got a payday."
Yeah,
I'm on TV.
Take TV, yeah.
R-Truth, man, he knows. He's like one of those guys. Like, oh, you don't need me tonight? Okay, I'll just sit back here until the end of the show.
Collecting my pay.
No problem.
You paid to show up.
Yeah,
you
do.
So he comes out. They do Vince cuts a promo with Roman Reigns. They go back and forth for a little while, and he finally sort of goads McMahon. This is after Sheamus comes out, by the way, and does his bullshit. Goads McMahon into giving him a WWE title match that very night. And goads him into it, and if he doesn't win, he's fired. Okay? Mm-hmm. So I was interested to see what was going to happen, so I decided to watch, I'm going to watch the whole episode. So we finally, fast forward all the way forward to the final match. By the way, they're in Philly.
Which was the one match that I could not hang for.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't, I tap, go to bed.
But they were in Philly, by the way.
Yes.
So that's a rough town to get over in. But so it was Sheamus and it was Roman Reigns, and they're going back and forth, and it's a decent match. It's good, okay? And then the falsies start, okay? Mm-hmm. And Vince McMahon was at right outside the ring, and he's going. He had a few good spots with the ref. including one where he brings him over, he stands on the apron, and he's like, come here. He brings him over, he's like, when I say, count to one, you count to one. When I say, count to two, you count to two. When, he's going back and forth through. I thought it was a pretty good spot. So, goes back and forth. Sheamus hits the Brogue, but after fucking Roman Reigns nails pretty much everybody with a goddamn Superman punch, kicks out of the Brogue. So that's when we know that Roman Reigns is going over. Okay? So Roman Reigns, boom, hits the spear, over, and the crowd goes fucking apeshit.
Can I just interject something real quick?
Yeah.
The crowd started going apeshit when he Superman punched Vince.
Yes, that's true.
It was on the level, not more than, slightly less than when Austin stunned McMahon.
Yes.
It's like McMahon knows that he needs to be the evil boss, and so somebody can fucking hit me. Like, what was it? Strangler was watching the pay-per-view with us, and he was like, you want Roman to be over, have him spear Steph. Or something like that. And he would have been over. Yeah. But, who else? He fucking hit another McMahon. Yeah.
The fact that he was over, and not just over, but over in Philadelphia, which was the same city that booed the shit out of him when he won the Royal Rumble in.
Yeah.
Okay? So, the fact that I saw shades of the Attitude Era this last Monday night, and it was nice.
Yeah, it was different.
I wouldn't hold your breath, though. It's not going to last very long.
If hopefully
never does.
Vince sticks around. I'd love to see Vince stick around at least until Rumble. If he's smart, he would. And then I'm curious to see where this goes because I think they're trying to morph Roman into this sort of anti-establishment, anti-boss, Austin-esque type of character, which can work because it's worked before. So instead of being the goody two-shoes like John Cena is, you have the sort of the other side of the coin.
Yeah, the tweener.
Yeah, the tweener. So I think that would be pretty cool. I enjoyed Raw. I enjoyed it for what it was.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, I haven't seen a title change on Monday Night Raw in a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So there's that. But
that was a quick recap.
Yeah, right. What was it, 11 minutes?
Wow. What do we do for a rest?
What do we do? Right. So, let's see. We got
some news. Let's get some news.
Let's see.
Oh!
What?
Since they're doing League of Nations, I'm happy they got rid of Zeb Coulter.
Jesus Christ.
The Mexican America thing.
I'm so glad that mix of the American-Mexican flag is no longer.
Rough. Man.
You're yawning on.
I'm fucking tired.
Hey, where were you all day today?
I was at the Giants game today.
Giants versus who? In case those people.
The Panthers. The Panthers,
huh? The undefeated Panthers.
Yeah. Still undefeated.
Man, that was a 1-point game, though. That was good.
Yeah,
it was a
tough.
very good game. We were watching the Steelers game, but I got so frustrated that we decided to do this instead.
Yeah.
Dante decided she got so frustrated at her Steelers that she took off her Steelers slippers and hucked them across the room.
Yep.
She said, "Fuck this! It's time to do the podcast."
This shit.
She said, "Fuck this," and hucked them.
Yep.
Let's see.
Sure did.
There's not much going on, unfortunately, because Roman Reigns, after he won, the following day he went to go on ESPN and schmooze.
Well, yeah, no, he's gonna be the face of the company for a while.
Yeah.
NXT Takeover was in London.
Yes, I didn't get the chance to watch that though.
I heard that the crowd
Yeah.
was incredibly rowdy to the point that workers in the United States were kind of offended by it. Like they would sing songs to the wrestlers, and it was like they were trying to be the show instead of being a part of the show.
Well, it's kind of like that's kind of like your complaint about British music fans or European music fans compared to American music fans. When we would sit and watch the big festivals like Glastonbury and Isle of Wight and stuff, you'd be like, why are they letting the fans sing?
Oh, yeah.
If I want to come... Yeah, go ahead. You can explain your pet peeve.
I have a huge pet peeve when it comes to going to concerts and shit. I pay money to hear somebody play music for me. Okay? I pay money to hear somebody sing to me. Mm-hmm. Okay? When I want to hear them hit the lyrics that I like them to hear, excuse me, and they look, I'm going to put the microphone to the fan and let them sing. Fuck you! I'm not doing your job for you. I paid money to hear you fucking do your job. Why? I mean, like,
because they're entertaining. They're not just singing. You know, it's like Freddie Mercury. He puts on a show.
Sure,
it's a show.
And you know what? I don't think I've ever seen Freddie Mercury go, "Fuck this," and let everybody else sing the fucking next verse.
There's a whole. I forget exactly what song it is, but if you see the movie Queen, there's where he goes, "Hey, whoa," and he puts it to the crowd, and they all mimic him back, and he does this thing with the crowd for like a good 5 minutes.
But he doesn't let them sing a verse. There's a part,
okay.
like if you want to, go like if you want to hit me with like, like
some callbacks,
fine. Like for whom the bell tolls, and the other crowd gets the next line. Okay, I can deal with that. But when like I've seen guys just put the mic down, like let the crowd sing the next verse because they're louder than him. Fuck you. That's being lazy.
But you've seen some of those concerts where they really don't have the choice because the crowd really is out singing them.
Well, you know what? You're not doing your job.
You sing with them at that point.
You're not doing your job. Okay?
What you're saying is do better.
Yeah, do better. Absolutely, do better.
So are you saying that NXT should have been doing better in the ring?
Well, here's the thing. It's not because you can't do, unfortunately the crowd can't, you can't out bump the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like the crowd, it doesn't work. So, I mean, like, it's not. I didn't see NXT TakeOver, so I can't really express an entire opinion about it.
Yeah,
I just heard that they were incredibly rowdy. I know that they were singing like "Sweet Caroline" or something similar along those lines to Big Cass and Enzo Amore. Yeah, it's like weird. They were just doing weird shit to.
It's weird.
Change things up.
Well, it's different across the pond. I mean, it's a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I'm sure a lot of the, if we were to go to a soccer match in England,
Not without a couple knuckle dusters.
Yes.
You kidding me?
So, there's that. Let's see. Sami Zayn, do we even care about the Slammies? Do we care?
It's entertaining. I mean, it's not what it used to be, right? Dante?
Yeah, but the thing is, none of us are going to be home tomorrow to watch it.
We do have to do 11th hour Christmas shopping.
I'll be celebrating Yule with some friends in Connecticut tomorrow, so I won't be around.
So
do we still want to discuss the Slammies? Is it relevant?
Well, first off, to answer your question, no, the Slammies are not relevant at all. But
it's not like they used to be, because they used to be like it just used to be the boys getting together and fucking ribbing on each other on the mic.
Oh, yeah. I still remember the one with Triple H and Shawn Michaels talking about somebody that I said I won't talk about anymore, and I'm not saying the name, but I mean, wow, did they just tear that person apart?
Yeah.
That's the Slammies we all love and miss.
For what it's worth, Seth Rollins is being advertised for Monday's Slammy Awards Raw from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Sure. He can walk, he just can't wrestle.
And they got
they'll probably have him out there on the crutches and start pushing him back that way.
Yeah, Roman Reigns and Ambrose and Owens and Bray Wyatt in the dark main event. It's only that the Target Center has Rollins advertised. WWE's website does not.
Well, it's supposed to be
subject is subject to change.
It's always subject to change.
Always subject to change.
If I'm not mistaken, that was a documentary. Like that was the name of a documentary. Card is subject to change.
Really?
Yeah. And it basically, if I could be completely 100% wrong, and I just be having a stroke and just remembering something I had a dream.
Weird shit.
Yeah, but like it was like a documentary that followed around some of the old legends. Yeah, I could look it up, but yeah, I want to go off. I want to go off and just be. I trust my own brain.
Cool. That's cool.
I trust my brain.
2 stars finish up with Ring of Honor. Let's see. Ring of Honor stars Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis finished up with the company at last night's TV tapings in Philly. The couple and ROH were not able to agree on terms for a new deal. The departure was not really a big surprise, as people had been expecting them to leave for some time. This likely means they are done with NJPW as well. Matt Taven has signed with ROH through March, and Kanellis and Bennett were reported telling people they will be starting with TNA in January, although I'm not sure why you would go to TNA, because they ain't got no fucking money.
It's a sinking ship.
What's the Sanders say? Very scary new at TN.
I don't.
That's all fucking ads.
That's all shit and clickbait.
But by the way, Kryim and I were listening to fucking, Cornette go off the fucking handle.
If anybody had the sound of my voice, wants to be entertained, fucking watch any of the Cornette shoot videos.
Oh my god. It's fucking comedy gold. Who was he talking about again? Kenny King. Okay. Kenny King was a guy from ROH, correct?
Yeah.
Who decided to sort of fuck the company and not tell anybody he was going to TNA, and then just sort of went there. Okay, dropping the tag team titles in the process and leaving his partner behind without saying anything to anyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Well, Jim Cornette went off the fucking handle on this guy for, 20 minutes?
Yeah. Like, okay, first off, like, this is not news, okay? This is
old.
This is old, but we just happened to come across the shoot video, and we just fucking lost our shit.
Oh my god. He just started saying some awful shit. Basically, he explained the situation, okay? And it's basically what I told you. But then he starts going, you know what, you'd have a fucking... He'd have an easier time finding Amelia Earhart than finding a ticket that Kenny King has sold. Okay?
Nice.
Okay?
That's cold-blooded.
He said he couldn't draw flies if you dipped him in shit. He said, and he wouldn't be able to draw 15 cents in Chinese money. Okay? That's what he said about this man. Okay?
Well, it's like when we were sitting there listening
Couldn't
to...
draw a dollar with a green crayon.
Yeah.
When we were watching the one we was talking about the Montreal Screwjob.
Yeah.
And just the colorful analogies that he would come
he's
up
just
with.
coming at it. He's
amazing.
like, when he starts talking about the Montreal Screwjob, and he says, you know, we got this fucker, he's staying here for almost a goddamn $1 million, but he's an asshole, but at least he's staying. And then he goes and Bret Hart's going to the fucking WCW for like $2 million a year. He just goes, Jesus fucking Christ, I'll let you sodomize me with a goddamn rusty fishing knife every fucking night. You give me $2.something million, and you'll never see my fat ass again. You know, fucking... Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, if you want to entertain yourself, you go ahead and you do that.
You know, here's the thing. Like, we were very close when we were at Legends of the Ring. We're not Legends of the Ring. New England Fan Fest.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were so close to getting Cornette.
Oh my god.
So now that you know what Cornette can do, we have to get him.
I wanted to talk to him. So I think he wanted to, but he didn't have the time.
Yeah.
Well, we did agree we were definitely doing that convention again.
Yes.
And hopefully in June do the Legends of the Ring again as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we had a lot of fun doing those conventions. Oh, speaking of, the Jersey All Pro Anniversary Fat Frank Memorial Show DVD is on sale now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you can go check it out on their Facebook page or at their website at japw.com.
I guess.
Yeah.
.net, I think.
Or
Is it
.net.
I
Whatever.
think it's
.net?
jpw.net.
Okay.
Sorry, japw.net. But yeah, their DVD is on sale, so you can see all that amazing love and great matches that went on that night.
Yeah.
I know Lesnar came back on live event.
Yeah, and they didn't have it on the fucking network, which that meant and they had him go against Del Rio, which basically he squashed out of. So Lesnar comes back, goes for a mid-card title, squashes a guy but doesn't win the title, and then squashes Rusev because Rusev tries to makes the League of Legends. He squashes him.
I don't,
and it's not on the, but it's not even televised on the network, so I don't know what they were trying to do.
What was it, a house show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Well, here's the thing. He's not really booked for house shows. When he's booked at a house show, it's a big thing. They promote it.
Yeah, they put it on the network.
He may have just been in the area and are like, hey,
Yeah,
you
it's
want
an
to
extra
stop
date.
by? Sure, all right, I'll be in the area event. Yeah, I'll go.
that's true.
I'll go.
He was for it was for the U.S. title.
Yeah, it was for the U.S. title.
No, like I don't want to demean the title, but that seems very beneath Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, well, for the amount of money that he's making, yeah.
I mean, he's supposed to be top main event.
Yeah.
U.S. title is like the lowest singles mid-card title.
So I'm not really sure.
I think, again, it was just last minute. You're in the
It's
area.
like, you know what?
We'll throw
Fuck 'em
you in
on
this
in,
fucking
yeah.
match.
Get Paul.
People,
Yeah. So, I mean, it was odd. I mean, he didn't... So Del Rio got a little heat, but basically it was just Brock squashing him out. And then... But Rusev made the save and got the DQ, so Del Rio retained. And then he squashed him out. So, really, the League of Nations looks like a big bunch of fucking fuck all, because they're... Sheamus lost to Roman Reigns. Del Rio gets squashed out by fucking Brock, and so does fucking... Rusev.
And you got King Glass.
And King Glass, who can't fucking stay healthy. So I don't know what they were trying to do with that angle, but that thing
Glass.
is done.
I like that. That's good.
I like. Don't get me wrong. I like Barrett.
He's a good worker.
He's a good worker, but he's made of fucking glass.
Yeah, he can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy. And like I'm saying it like I'm professional. Like I'm on his level, so I could be like
no, but you can say he does get hurt a lot.
But you could say it from an industry point of view.
Yeah. I mean, like I feel bad for him because he's always on the cusp of doing something great.
Yeah,
and then he gets hurt.
Yeah,
like the first time he had the fucking Nexus, right, and he was fucking feuding with John Cena, and he got hurt. And the next he came back with like the core, right? And he was doing something really great. And then Big Show, Big Show fell on him and broke his arm or some shit like that, and he was out.
Yeah.
Then he fucking comes back, right? And he's doing the Bad News Barrett thing, and then
which is great.
And then the fucking shoulder gave out again. And now he's doing the fucking King Barrett thing. He's got the fucking League of Nations. He's out with a fucking neck injury.
Yeah.
He's always on the cusp of doing something fantastic, and I think he's got the look.
Yeah. He's got the look. He can talk.
He can talk, and he can work. He's got the trifecta.
But he just can't.
He can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Speaking of somebody who can talk, Alex Rose's new thing.
Oh, the Rosebush.
The
shoot rumor thing. Oh my God! Is goodness. That they're shoots, man? They are shoots. They're like
it's funny.
They're funny, but
it's odd. It's so odd seeing him go from the worker that he was down the fucking terrible spiral.
Because that's what they're paying him to do.
Well, they don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, everything that works in NXT might not work for the main roster.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a different crowd.
I want Finn Balor to be Finn Balor on the main roster, but I don't know if he'll get over doing the Demon. I would, because
put him against the Undertaker.
Let's put it this way: when you do the Demon and he does the fucking walk down the rink in NXT, it's kind of a short fucking walk. He does that thing at a fucking imagine if he tried to do that at fucking WrestleMania. Dude, you got fucking 5 minutes to get to the fucking ring. Okay, it's gonna be a while.
Well, a lot of entrances are really grand. I mean, look at Rusev's from last year.
He got to ride a tank.
He got to ride a tank. They had Lana come down, but with soldiers. It was really, really cool. Mm-hmm. A lot of entrances are like that at WrestleMania. They'll let you do that.
That's the one time you're allowed to shine with your entrance.
Yeah. Well, that's not what I'm trying to say. Is like he crawls on the ground. How long? I mean, like, how long of a distance can this motherfucker crawl? Like, I mean, like, you go down the ramp.
Is that a challenge? I'm sure he'd do it. The Finn Balor can get over if you put it against the Undertaker at WrestleMania, and you let Finn Balor take out the Undertaker. That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Or, if you don't want to give a dead man to Balor, fucking, you put Kane up to pasture, and say, okay. The Demon has now taken the mantle of the Devil's favorite demon.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You could do that too.
You could do that too. So, I mean, like...
Either of those guys can... both those guys should retire because they have nothing to prove to anyone else ever again. I love you, Fake Diesel. But,
You're just saying that because you fucking saw the...
Fucking Fake Diesel. My man. Fucking 6-move wonder.
Oh, God.
That's what Jim Cornette was saying about fucking Kevin Nash. 6 moves. Including the mannerisms of the hair flip. Okay? 6 moves. What was it? It was...
Back elbow.
Back elbows. Sidewalk slam.
Knee to the gut.
The boot.
Big boot.
Boot. The power bomb and the hair flip.
He says that this is all 6 moves of fucking Kevin Nash.
That's it. And he dared anybody. He said, I fucking dare you to go back and find more moves that he does.
He didn't have to because he was such a big guy. That was the whole gimmick.
He might do a shoulder tackle. Might.
Maybe.
There's a few. I'm sure you can find them.
Christ. But yeah, both those guys don't have anything to prove to anybody else. They should just, this WrestleMania, go out and just retire. Seriously.
This should be the final run. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, WrestleMania, the next WrestleMania coming up is in Dallas.
Yeah.
And that's, Taker's fucking territory.
Yeah.
Fucking have the Brothers of Destruction go out. Instead of having one-man retirement match, which I think piss everybody off that, he doesn't. But have the Brothers of Destruction go out together.
Yeah.
And fucking end it from there. And that way you've got the fucking void. Now you can, let's say for whatever fucking reason you have Bray Wyatt and fucking Finn Balor team against the fucking Brothers of Destruction.
It's a weird teaming.
It is. But it could work.
I don't think Finn Balor. That's poor. That's poor pairing. I don't
think?
like it. Bray Wyatt already has a bunch of fucking family members he can choose as tag partners. Not to mention the fact that fucking the Brothers of Destruction took out the Wyatt family a couple pay-per-views ago, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That was bad booking.
yeah, that was poor.
That was, why would I want to buy the fucking network to watch the pay-per-view when I just watch Undertaker and Kane destroy all 4 members of the Wyatt family?
Strowman included.
When the Survivor Series, they're only booked against 2.
Yeah.
It was such poor planning.
Yeah, that was poor decision. But
What else we got going?
I don't think that.
Oh yeah, don't you have a booking?
We do. That's
a
right.
booking?
That's right. The Fallen Angels actually have a booking.
When?
It's January 29th, Friday. It's at Avenel, New Jersey, at the Columbian Club.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're working for Rob Fury and the SWF. We're defending the SWF Tag Team titles against the Kentucky Bred, Clay Sawyer and Luke Finn.
There you go. He's got it.
Off the top of the head.
Shit.
That's right. Up here. Mentally tough.
Got it.
Got it.
All right.
But yeah, we're gonna crush the shit out of them. It'll be embarrassing.
5 minutes.
We're gonna be angry.
In and out.
We're angry.
In and out.
Yeah, in and out. We're gonna be angry. Taping up the fists and everything.
Oh, was that effect?
Yeah, well, they smell. So, I mean, that's offensive.
Then not just to you,
Right.
but to anyone in the general vicinity.
Right. I mean, like, that's, we don't, Dante's not going to be there to hold us back anymore, to fucking... So we
No,
can put
I'll
the
be
book-
working the gimmick table. I'm taking an easy night.
She won't be able to put the yoke on us anymore,
Yeah.
so
Nope.
we'll be able to go crazy and fucking hurt people.
Do it. You won't do it.
Here's the thing. I want you to think about this. Winning
Yeah.
in the titles,
Yeah.
defending and
Yeah.
retaining the titles,
Yeah.
that's just a result of what's going to happen. I'm not looking to win. That's just what is going to be the result. I'm going to hurt them. I want them to walk with a limp for the rest of their life.
It's extreme.
Do you, Kryim?
I do.
Nice.
Just a thought.
Cutting a promo. You should see him. He's doing this right now. He's doing the flex.
I was about to say you're
doing the flex.
You were like, he's doing this right now. They can't see what you're doing.
I'm describing it.
You didn't. You just said a flex. They might think both my arms are like
Yeah.
showing the pythons, and I don't have them.
Doing the rhino. Fucking when they cut that ECW promo Monday night. Oh, that was old school fucking Rhino. Didn't even say anything. He was just...
Yeah. Rhino was just flexing the fucking pecs.
Fucking
Grabbing the arms together like he was fucking Mr. Burns. Just like,
yes.
Oh,
It was
and-
so good.
And by the way, we all saw Christy Kiss
Yes.
sitting there right
yeah,
behind.
right behind JBL.
Yep.
Yeah,
There, front row.
She was... I was watching her when Roman Reigns went over, actually. She was so shocked that the entire arena was so behind him. She was so surprised. I don't know when you get the chance to see it again.
Yeah.
When she started clapping when you went over and she looked around, she went, "Oh my god!" How over
I
he
probably
was.
must have been very, very loud at that point
Oh, I
too.
bet.
So
No, that match was really, really good.
There's very few pops that like kind of get everybody to fucking like when Jericho won against fucking Triple H.
That one time, quote unquote, because he had to fucking give it back. But when he went over on Triple H on Monday night, it was like year 2000 or some shit, and they were hugging each other in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like that, you don't get much more over than that.
I want everybody to hear who's at the sound of my voice. I like saying that.
Yeah.
To think about when the last time you were at a live event. Okay. Now, what I want you to think about is because you're probably there with one or two people, but I want you to remember. Try to think back and remember who was in you in a general direction, all 360.
Yeah. And
I want you to think about how happy you'd have to be to hug that stranger. Okay, because I'm not going to lie to you. I've been around some fucking people that I probably wouldn't even want them to give me a hot dog.
No.
You know?
Look, you got hot dogs, but I'm hungry, but not you.
I don't need the hot dogs that bad. You know? But, yeah, so you have to be 100% type of happy to fucking try to hug somebody you don't know.
You don't even know. Over a pro wrestling match.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even like the Super Bowl.
No, it's a fucking Monday Night Raw pro wrestling match.
No.
wrestling fans are very
Rabid.
passionate
Yes.
and dedicated.
Man.
and friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one way
Very,
to put it.
very friendly.
But I think that should do it for us. We're going to cut it short. A little short today. But that's okay. But I'm looking forward to Raw tomorrow, actually, believe it or not. I think it's going to be interesting.
We'll tape it.
Well, what are we doing on Tuesdays? Why don't you? I'm just doing a shameless plug here because we do shameless plug.
We do shameless plug on the stream. Tuesdays through Saturdays, we run a Twitch.tv channel called the 8-Bit Legends, where Kryim and I wear different hats. I'm Blaster Master, he's Mighty Bomb Jack. And we play, right now we're playing Borderlands 2. It's a great game. We'd love to have you Tuesday through Saturday if you want to drop by. Like I said, it's a Twitch.tv channel. Just look up 8-Bit Legends and you'll find us.
8_bit_legends.
Yes, absolutely.
You can find them on Facebook as well.
Yes, and Twitter at 8-Bit Legends. So just give us a follow. We'd love to have you. We'd love to see you. We'd love to converse with you while we're bullshitting and playing some games. So.
For every follow we get on Twitch, we give you 2 claps and a Ric Flair. That is 100% true.
That happens.
And for every 100 followers we get,
we do a drunk show.
We do a drunk show. That's right. We get hammered and play fucking video games.
Yeah. Now, if we start getting higher numbers and we get followers in a larger rate, that'll probably be bad for the health. So we'll probably have to
cut that back a little bit.
But
maybe every 100 subscribers at that point,
But we'd love to have you. Like I said, but I think that's going to be doing it for us this week. So
we're very prepared. We didn't have notes like we do.
No, it was a slow week. It really was. There was not really much to report.
So.
By the way, go fund me, support Snooka.
Mm-hmm. So for Kryim and for Dante, I'm Big Dick Giddeon, and we will see you all next week.
Bye.